Good morning. Two wonderful things. I was thinking, what about dating after COVID-19? Dating while we're still in COVID-19? Yeah, so maybe this doesn't apply to all of you because some of you are wonderfully married, booed up, hooked up, or have met an significant other. But there are millions of people that are still out there hoping to meet their knight in shining armor or their beautiful princess or queen or loving companion and partner, their spouse, their Boaz, their you name it, right? And I was thinking because I've tried the dating apps and I've met some very unique individuals, using the term lightly, met some unique individuals. I've met some people that were initially very easy to talk to, but somewhat resistant to furthering and deepening communication. I've also met people that really don't know how to effectively communicate beyond the app. Another thing that I noticed in the men group that I was, trying to friend is that there is a lack of consistency. There was a huge lack of consistency. And so I tried the dating app where the woman leads. I tried the dating app where the men lead. I tried the dating app that people just look at each other's pictures and smile and have all these warm and fuzzy mental experiences, but it never really goes anywhere beyond that. And I just really started thinking like, maybe there's some psychological thing to this dating app, and maybe it's more like a video game and it's providing some neurological stimulation that is much like a gaming system. And so I was kind of looking this thing up because there's these engineers that talk about gamification. Yeah, gamification is now a word, and they use this because they're thinking that, hey, maybe the brain is just really taking in a lot of wonderful chemicals, the same ones that fire in the brain while we're playing games. Listen, games. And that's how I felt many times with trying to interact with men across a quote unquote dating app as if they were playing a game, and swipe left for this and swipe right for that and say this. It sounds like a lot of the introductions were generic. Some of them you found out had relationships, even though they were trying to hide that. And thank God for discernment. Thank God for being intuitive. Thank God for understanding the real dynamics of human behavior. But gamification, this application of gaming mechanics to non-gaming environments to make difficult tasks more plausible, or palatable, or whatever word you would like to fill in. And so people don't have to do the difficult part of just kind of getting to know someone and walking up randomly and feeling some sense of rejection. They can just look at a bunch of pictures. There are a lot of people that put inappropriate pictures on there. So it gives, for men, they're getting an eyeful because women are half naked or naked. There is indirect, direct solicitations taking place. There is you feeling like you're on display. And if your picture is not hot enough or sexy enough, you probably get swiped past to the left. So I was just thinking about this, and then I'm like, okay, now COVID-19, and in some countries, they are restricting hookups. So what are we going to do? How are we going to meet people? What is it that we have to do in order to be in a successful relationship and meet someone? So I'm thinking two things. One, reevaluate the people that you've already met that you had some kind of chemistry with, but for whatever reason, you or them were in a bad place. Number two, think about if you really want to be in a relationship. And if so, what are you willing to give to invest time into meeting someone? Whether it's in a social distancing environment, or it's a friend of a friend's family or relative, or someone introduces you to someone, because sometimes that person is in your circle or close by in your circle and we don't know. And then I was thinking number three, it's that preparing yourself and opening yourself up and being intentional in your thought process about who you are, what you like, not the 25 to 30, 50 step list, but the top three things that make you who you are, that you would enjoy out of another individual, and what you would enjoy giving. Because a lot of times I think we think about relationships about what we're going to receive. And I think we need to go into, here's what I love to give. Here's what I want to give to someone. Here's what I want to offer to an individual. And I think if we narrow down our options, we set our intentions, we pray about it, we meditate about it, and we release it into the atmosphere and trust that the Spirit will lead and guide us into this wonderful connection with somebody. Well, I thought I'd do something different because this whole dating app function, it's not working for me. I've tried it and I've tried a number of things. And hey, I'm tired of ghosting. I'm tired of, you're talking to somebody and then all of a sudden they disappear. And then all of a sudden, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, they come back. So, ghosting. This is this thing on dating apps where you get ghosted. It's basically when a person withdraws from a person's life and ignores all their attempts at communication. And I guess when they get done doing whatever it is they're doing, then they come back. And for women, I've had so many women tell me they've been, they spent hours and days trying to figure out why this guy ghosted them. And it affects people's self-esteem, their mental attitude. But what people do is they normalize bad dating behavior. And they give it these funny, affectionate names like ghosting or submarining, or it's just a number of things. But look, let me know how you are doing. If you are single, you're a single male, single female, and you are out there trying to date someone. What do you think the COVID-19, life after COVID-19, or life during COVID-19 dating process is going to look like? This is going to be interesting. Hey, I want you to know that I love you. I'm thinking about you, and I am thinking about all this other stuff too. So have a wonderful week, and know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord. Who is your Lord? I want you to think about that. Are you worshiping the God Most High? Are you? Only you can answer that question. This is Francine, a transformational leader, servant. Have a wonderful, blessed, apostolic, high, jovial, eating well, working out, resting, and loving on yourself kind of day. All right.